together.
Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Magnus anime review. And we're going to continue off where we left off with the ancient Magnus bride. But first, before we start with the video, let's talk about what we're playing right now. This is Destiny Part 2, just to commemorate Part 2 of this review. There's a lot of 2s going around here. And again, like you already know, this is the famous Teddy McGraw, and joining me is the infamous
Joker XXCXX. What's up, everybody?
Alright, so we're gonna let this intro talk its way through. Some people who play Destiny understand it's a great game. I personally never played Part 1, but I'm thinking about getting it now because Part 2, I'm loving it. I'm not an older believer, but I'm a believer.
I love Part 2, but I like Part 1 better because it had so much stuff. So I think Part 1 is worth getting. You should get it, Teddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take a chance of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and what to talk about.
This is your destiny.
My destiny? You sure?
That was pretty corny, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, so, this is your destiny. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick you know, I have never been a Titan before, so I'm gonna go ahead and try a Titan.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna be you know what, shout out to the humans. Hell okay. EXO.
Hold on, let me see an EXO female. What the fuck?
What's the difference? Oh, I get it. More forehead. It's random too. So
what the heck?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and be a woken male. And look at that guy. What a beast. Pretty awesome. But anyway, while I'm creating this review, we're gonna talk about I'm gonna let Joker here explain what happened in Ancient Magnus Bride, episode 16, so we're gonna try to keep it clean. Go ahead, go.
Well, if y'all don't know about this anime series, it is adventurous. It has some romance in it. It kind of threw me off because she's young, and you don't know how old the Horn God is.
Yes, Horn God, or they call him Elios, or Mr. Ainsworth for people who are very formal.
Yes. So, it kind of threw me off, but I was like, okay, let me watch it. So, I watched it, and I love it, man. It's just, it makes you feel good. This is a real special feel-good anime. It doesn't really have much action in it. It's more like a day-to-day, you're watching what they do. And, you know, sometimes she gets hurt, sometimes she goes through stuff, but it's basically a chill anime, you know? And so I guess she's not human. She sees different creatures. So you got fairies, vampires, what else? The little centaurs. It's just a whole bunch of creatures. It's a magical world that they live in. So I guess because she can see this, her body's weak. So she probably has like a year to live at this point. But what her master / fiance is trying to do is keep that from happening.
Oh yes, definitely, and that's one thing you kind of take away from this anime. This is a very in-depth storytelling that you could tell you're just really scratching the surface of. And that's one thing I like about it, you know. You don't see too many animes like that these days, you know. We were just talking about Dragon Ball Super and how it's like action paced. This takes a very slow. It's not really slow, but more of like a
easy going.
Easy going, yes. You get to understand the characters from not just a based like an emotional level, but you also get to understand how their mentality works, how they cooperate with each other from two different backgrounds. But I digress. I love the anime. You definitely check it out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Go ahead and check out episode. It's updated now episode 16 on Crunchyroll. Shout out to Crunchyroll. Get that sponsorship.
So, basically, I have been reading the manga, so I was already a little bit ahead, but it's still good to watch the anime, you know, and see how those pages really come to life. But in this episode, we get to see so many different backgrounds. You know? Like how these characters got to where they are now. The girl.
Right.
She's a sorcerer. Well, a sorcerer's apprentice. What is her name?
Sorcerer's apprentice. What she say?
Yeah, no, she say friend.
Oh, I don't know. I just call it Blondie.
Yeah, Blondie. Okay. She came from a horrible background. Her parents got her into doing drugs. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know her background was this intense, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, they got her into doing drugs. She started selling drugs. And, you know what that leads to. So, the guy, her master, found her in the alley.
Oh, yeah.
And, took her in, basically, you know? And I'm sitting there like, oh, she would just go into a stranger house like this. But then, on the other hand, she have no choice. Right. It's like, go with him or live in the streets, you know?
Oh, yeah. But you're jumping ahead, though. You missed the part about where, from last episode, she say, basically use a lot of her own life energy to make this concoction for this vampire lady. So that way, the guy she was looking after for all these years can finally lay eyes on her once again.
Before he died.
Yeah, sharing a very touching moment right there.
Yeah, that was sad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I slick wanted to cry because he was okay with dying, but you can tell the vampire wasn't. And I'm sitting up here like, ugh. This is horrible, man. I really felt, because she was with him for all these years, and before he only seen her like twice. It was like quick glances, and that was it.
Right.
So I was like, this is kind of unfair, man.
It is very.
It was like, come on now. But it's kind of her fault because she was sticking around with him so long. She drained his life, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, she say, she basically tried to help him, and then she just won herself out.
I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Kate,
That's true.
is the
That's
easiest
true.
thing I'll do all day.
I would say this though, but for episode 16, she starts off, she's sick, she's weak, she's using so much of her life energy, but now she's in a fairy world. A fairy world, not like fairy world from what's the show called Fairly Odd Parents. No, this is the actual cool fairy world that in this area, Ainsworth basically explains that time in a fairy world is different from time in reality, where 3 days for them in the fairy world is like half a year in the reality world.
I mean, they're not there.
Yeah, so she went in around spring, summers, and came out, it was basically fall, winter.
Right.
So, anyway, she got better, though. Being in the fairy world, she got better. So, when she came out, well, before she came out, Silky was waiting on them.
Right.
So we got to know a little more about Silky, and it was kind of sad seeing Silky in that home by herself for months,
Oh, yeah.
And you see how lonely she was and stuff. But we heard her whisper. And before this episode, I never heard her speak. So when she whispered and did, a little magic to change the walls and stuff, I didn't even know she could do that. I didn't know who she was, So we got to see that she's a banshee.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sitting up here like, aren't banshees supposed to, be loud?
Here, by the way.
Yeah, I thought that.
Right.
But she's quiet and stuff. But we got to see her story, and it was pretty touching too, though.
Oh yeah, Silky's my character. I love her. The dog dude. Yeah, I'm gonna call him basically the black dog. I think that's his name, the black dog, right?
Oh, her familiar.
Yeah, familiar.
Familiar.
Yeah. I forgot his name, but he's a black dog. But he's also pretty. The show has a lot of silly factors. It's not, but it has a lot of silly factors without being too silly. But you guys check out the show for yourself as well. But continue with this review.
Silky. I don't know if she lost her family. She said something about her family, but she was sitting there. She was crying. Was she crying? She was crying.
Yeah, she was crying.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, okay, what does she mean by family? I have no idea, but the dude that I guess he's like a bodyguard for the fairy queen.
Yeah.
He came and he was like, okay, well, what the heck? I'm sorry, I just seen the person he created. I'm like, what the heck is that?
She wasn't paying attention.
What is that on his head?
It's a robot.
Okay.
He's Exo.
Okay. Creative. Very, very,
Well, nobody picks the robot. I'm pretty sure. I picked the robot. I want to be different.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I was like, can we just scrape that stuff off his head? Like,
it's like little suction cups on top of his head.
Oh my gosh. Basically, he found Silky a new home to look after. She's like the housemaiden, and I guess she's been there for years and years and years.
Right.
Because when she got there was a family already there, and he fixed her up to where she looks pretty good. She has nice clothes, she has a little bonnet, she's rocking it. But yeah, man, I'm just loving this anime, man. Y'all really need to check it out. I mean, I don't know about, well, she's not, in the beginning she was like 15, 16, she say, and I don't know how old she is now, but I guess she's old enough to marry, so it's not as weird, I guess some time has went by.
Give me a sec.
But yeah, y'all really need to check it out, man.
Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. Short date.
The preview. Did we miss anything after Silky?
We didn't. You talked basically a lot. So.
Oh yeah, the Christmas gifts and stuff.
Yeah. So basically like since so much time's gone by, now it is Christmas up here now. So during this whole Christmas time, Chise and her sorcerer apprentice friend, Blondie, were trying to figure out what do they want to do, how they want to get
I'll take care of these.
basically get their both respective masters some Christmas, because they never gave gifts before. They all either received gifts or just like Chise and her factor never gave gifts and never had a loving. They say like a loving. Like path for a gift to be received, I guess. That's like the best way.
So basically they go to London and they find gifts for them, and she gave Aunt Onsworth a little pendant, and that the pendant that Onsworth already had was from his master's master. So he took it off and put that one on, and it was touching. It was like, okay, I didn't expect her to give me something, but she did,
Oh yeah, you can see the shocked look on her face, even for a dude who has no facial features.
Yeah, it was like it was very touching, man. And then the part where he asked for a kiss, it was like, what? I ain't gonna lie, I got up and walked away. I was like stunned that this even happened, Him asking for a kiss.
Yeah, that blew my like. It's one of those moments you like. Oh my God, it's so sweet.
Exactly, man. And then she grabbed his face, and she didn't even know where to kiss him, but she kissed him on the forehead.
Yeah, she gave him a very odd best friend kiss. Like that's what you do. That's what you kiss your friends like. There's no lip contact. He don't have no lips, but I mean, I would have kissed him on his like, his skeleton bone face lit, you know.
Yeah,
his
somewhere.
teeth.
So Elias gave her a teddy bear, a handmade one. I thought that was pretty darn cool. He actually took the time out to make one, and he said it has a little trick to it. It was never shown what the trick was. At least I don't know. At first I thought it was like the snow falling in her room, because at the end she was laying down with the teddy bear and snow was falling. So I was like, maybe he just made it. I don't know. But
Look at that thing. It must be their command.
look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said.
But yeah. So to end this in this little review, let's talk about what's gonna happen in the next episode, because we saw a preview.
We didn't have to preview.
Well, it wasn't a preview. The man.
No, that was just the last. That was the last tidbit of the episode.
Okay, let's talk about a little last tidbit of the episode then. So basically, don't die. See, I did that. But so
He gonna die. Oh, I did that.
so there was like 2 episodes ago, there was this guy that came in a strange cloak, and he put the little fox skin on Shisei and Chice. I think it's Chice.
What she said.
Okay. Put the cloak on her and turned her into a fox. And you know, he just wanted to say if she would come back to him or not, come back to Onsworth or not. But you know, of course she came back. So that same guy went by a little kid, and you know, I noticed that little kid earlier in London. That was the same little kid, right?
They're elite.
Yeah, and what did he say?
And rumor is
He
they
said,
have never known to
basically, we're not gonna tell you what he said because 2 reasons. One, we guys want you to watch this episode and, you know, get every little detail that you guys will love out of the show. Second off, I don't technically remember exactly what he said since this was like a day ago. So,
He said something about some child.
he called him a pitiful.
Oh yeah, pitiful child.
Pitiful child. So
Yeah.
we don't know what his ulterior motives are yet, but you know, from what we seen at the end of, I'm assuming it was season 1. It looked like season 1, but there's always new characters here, by the way. But anyway, at the end of season 1, we seen what it was like. So
Yeah.
we got some general idea of what's going to be happening as soon as show's over. Going for the rest of this, going forward in the season.
Incoming! Fall back to my shooting!
So, like we said 100 times, check it out. But y'all need to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all want us to review on, watch. Okay, let us know. What the heck?
Okay.
My Titan don't dance like that. That's crazy. But yeah, let us know what you want us to review on, what you want us to watch. We're really open to anything.
Right.
We don't do that
We hold here.
I mean, let's just say we're open to anything that is
That sounds like what bisexual people say. I'm joking, anyway. So yeah, this is a very trisexual channel, so you know, we have our sexuality to anime, movies and games, which is why you see us playing the game while talking about anime.
yeah,
for now.
that's what we love, man.
Yeah, this is our first video, so you know, well, it's not our first video. This is our first part 2 to our first video. So you know, we all take we're learning as we go along. Hopefully, we'll get better, and I know we will get better. So yeah.
Yeah, so just stick with us, man. We just want a community where people can come, talk, and just enjoy the things that we all love.
Exactly. So yeah, so please again, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell notification so you know if you want to catch some more videos of us. We are the Magrats, and I am the famous Teddy McGraw, and this is the infamous Joker X.